What's up, everybody? Welcome to SixPackAbs.com. I'm Coach Johnny Catanzano. Today I've got two really special guests with me. I've got Miss Joy and I also have Mr. Justin here, and they are going to be helping us with some ab exercises. What I'm going to be showing you guys today are the top 3 exercises for developing your six-pack. So let's talk about this first. For when it comes to getting a six-pack, you must get rid of that belly fat, and one of the ways to do that is through burning calories. So this will help you burn off the fat to show and reveal your abs. And the second thing this is going to be doing, this is going to help to develop your core in its entirety, because your core is actually made up with a couple different groups of muscles. Your rectus abdominis, your transverse abdominis, you've got your serratus, you've got your internal and external obliques. So you've got quite a few different muscles, and each one of the different ab exercises really targets a little bit of the core region a little bit differently. So what we're going to do today first is the reverse crunch. Then we're going to do what I like to call abdominal activations. Then we're going to move on to windshield wipers. And guys, the reason that I chose these 3 is because, again, each one of these targets a different region of the abs, and we're trying to develop your abs so when you get rid of the fat that you can see them and they're fully developed and they're nice and outlined. So with the reverse crunches, this one primarily is targeting the transverse and rectus abdominis. This rectus abdominis being your main middle abs right here, transverse this here being on the outside. It does hit a little bit of your serratus, so it is kind of a full ab workout, but it really targets that middle part. The key is with this one is we really need to relax our hips as much as possible, so we are fully activating our abs in the lower region, because that's where a lot of guys don't have abs. You know, a lot of guys might have a 4-pack at the top, but not these bottom 2. It's because you're using too much leg and hip involvement in those ab exercises, not letting your core do the work. That's where the second exercise, the abdominal activation, is what I like to call them, come into play. This is going to be a very simple one. You'll be surprised. You're probably like, oh, what is this? What is this one? This just looks like a crunch. It is in a sense. However, you are going to be holding and squeezing an isometric hold on each rep for a solid 2 or 3 seconds, recruiting more and more muscle fibers, increasing that time under tension, and really developing your core nicely. Third and final exercise is one of my personal favorites, really good for the internal and external obliques, are the windshield wipers. So this one, we're actually going to have our legs acting like windshield wipers, and we're going to use the weight of our own legs to provide resistance for our core. So you get a really good workout where you can build muscle without any equipment. Okay, so let's hop down. Do you guys remember how the basic movement? Hands out to your sides. Now, to make this exercise a little easier, if you wanted to, you could put your hands under your butt. That will give you a little bit more leverage and make it a little bit easier on your abs. But if you can get past that point, definitely do it and keep your hands out to your side like Justin. All right, guys, 10 reps. Good. Remember, try to keep those glutes squeezed together and relax those hips so your abs doing all the work. And then really, Justin, when you get up, there you go. Perfect. Try to lift your hips. Beautiful. That little extra hip lift makes all the difference in the world. When you get up, try to lift your hips. There you go. Good job. Good job. There you go. Makes it a lot harder. Good job, Justin. All right. Is that 10? Great job. How's that feel?
Good.
Where'd you feel it the most?
Mostly here.
Right in that middle and lower portion, correct?
Correct.
Well, that means you did a really good job of relaxing your hips as much as possible and using your abdomen. What about you, Joy? How did you like it?
It's definitely more challenging when you actually lift your hips.
Yes.
You really feel it instead of in your glutes.
Exactly. So that hip lift, that full extension you saw as they bring their legs up, get your hips up off the floor, that's the big difference there. Now, if you're just getting started, feel free to not do the hip lift. Okay, it makes it a little easier, and again, you can put your hands on your butt too to make it a little bit easier. You don't want to use that forever. You don't want that to be a crutch forever. Eventually, you want to progress past that. Put your hands out to your side, do the hip lift, the whole thing. So that was our first reverse crunch. The next exercise we're going to do are the abdominal activations. So these ones are my favorite. So these ones look kind of like crunches, but they're not. They have that long isometric hold of about 2 to 3 seconds for each rep. So let's go ahead and do 10 reps. Bend your knees, keep your feet flat. No, bend your knees, bring your feet towards you. There you go. There you go. Remember, you can actually, like you're tucking your shirt in, touch your abs, and then just lift your shoulders, squeeze and hold. Using your abs. Don't use your elbows for leverage. There you go. Perfect. So hold each one for about 2 or 3 seconds. You should start to feel it burn a little bit. There you go. Good. Great job, Justin. How's that feeling, Joy?
Good, I can feel it.
Okay, great. Every time you do this, guys, you're going to be recruiting more and more muscle fibers, and it's going to make it easier and easier on you in the long run. It'll develop a really nice set of abs that you'll be able to have total control over. Good. Great job, guys. Is that 10? All right, Joy's at 10? Okay, we'll say that was 10. That looked like 10. All right, so last but not least, we got the windshield wipers. So feet, legs up in the air, feet hands out to your side for balance, and you're just gonna lay your legs over to the left and right. So for Joy, the further down towards me you bring your legs, the little bit easier it'll be. The further towards me you bring your feet, the harder it's gonna make it on you, and there'll be more tension on your core. So let's do 10 both ways, so 20 total. A good tip that I will say is really try to contract and keep your core tight even when your legs are up in the air, and use your core to resist the negative. As your legs are going down, they're going to be basically forcing your core one way. So you want to use that core strength to resist that negative and keep it engaged. That way when you get to the bottom, you can just bring your legs right back up with the power of your core. Good job. Good. There we go. What number are we on? Okay. So that will be 7. 8. We got 2 more. 9. Last one, make it count. All right. I'm hearing some breathing. All right, good. So that was a demonstration of basically 1 round of each one of those exercises. You guys at home, what I'd recommend doing is try to string together between 2 and 5 rounds of this. So for you beginners, let's knock out 2 rounds. For you middle of the road guys, 3 or 4, and then for you advanced guys, let's hit 5 rounds of this. Try to keep your rest fairly minimal. As you can see, the intensity is a little lower. Your heart rate isn't super high, so there's not much of a need for a rest period for this one. So go through the 3 exercises, then if you feel up to it, go right into the 2nd and 3rd round. Guys, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. sixpackabs.com, the YouTube channel here. If you liked what you saw here today, make sure and comment below, like the video, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be putting out more and more of this content. I'm Coach Johnny Catanzano with sixpackabs.com. Joy and Justin, thank you guys for joining me today. I appreciate your hard work. Stay tuned for more and more health, fitness, any sort of nutrition info. We got your back, guys. sixpackabs.com. Have a great day.